All right, fight fans, on Saturday, here we go. Some big fights headed your way. And let's talk about the title fight over at UFC 224 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Brazilian Amanda Nunes will defend her UFC bantamweight belt against Raquel Pennington, the deserved #1 contender. Goes, how do you see this fight going down?
I think the odds are a little off here, guys, when we look at this. I think Raquel Pennington's a good fighter. However, she's going to face a great fighter. A fighter who's on the verge of greatness. I just feel like Amanda may be a little better in every category than Raquel. I think very early on in this fight, we'll just kind of know in which direction it's going to go, but I have the champ retaining her title.
Yeah, and those odds, they keep growing. Right now, I want to quote you what I've seen. The most common odds seems to be around Amanda Nunes -900 with Raquel Pennington coming back at +550. But I've seen a disparity of a -700 to a -1000 for Amanda Nunes. So shop around if you're going to take the favorite and the underdog, depending on which side you like. There's some money to be left at the table if you make the wrong decision. I'm with you, man. I think we have an athlete who was a fighter in Nunes, and we have a fighter in Raquel who's athletic, just not as athletic as Amanda Nunes. Her ability to cover ground when she throws strikes, everything she does seems to be so explosive. She's got a lot of confidence. She's part of a great team. Pennington is coming off an injury, and I'm not sure that you don't need to have top-notch momentum as far as health, as far as fluidity and timing, and it seems like she's not coming. She doesn't have that's I guess state of physicality, of preparation coming. Unlike Nunes, who just seems to be on a roll with everything she's doing. So give me Nunes. I think it's too much for Raquel Pennington, and she fights in Brazil, for crying out loud, Dan.
You guys laid out some great points. I think the numbers, as far as the odds go, are way off. I don't think they indicate the chances that Raquel Pennington can have to win this fight. She's certainly the wild card. We don't know where she's at. We haven't seen her since UFC 205 against that win against Miesha Tate, where she looked great. Like you said, there's been an accident, injury since then. Not sure. That being said, she's really live coming into this fight. She puts her punches together very well. She's really improved in the clinch and her cage wrestling defense. Underrated submission grappling, which we haven't seen a lot of. So that makes me wonder, is Nunes going to stand and trade with Pennington? Where, I could see a scenario where maybe Pennington maybe even outworks her. Especially if Nunes lacks a bit on the volume like in her last fight. These are kind of reasonable questions to ask. These are questions that I don't think the odds are reflecting. The article that you're probably reading below this will probably say Nunes by the end of it, but man, these odds are off.